Hi everyone. I'm so sorry about that. I was recording and doing all of, painting this, and I found out that I wasn't recording, that I don't. So sorry about that. So I'm going to reiterate. Okay, so I'm going to show you. So here's, let's see. Oh, wash. I have my brush loaded, right? I'm going to put it in here. See how it's thick? That's not half and half consistency. So I'm going to clean off my brush, and I want a little bit of the yellow gray watercolor, and I'm going to mix it in here. See how it's mixed it into a solid, but see how it's fluid and it's at the consistency of half and half, like the creamer. So it's great. So I'm going to load my brush. And I'm going to block this in, fill in this shape plainly. Filling it in plainly. And then once it has dried, then I will go back in linearly. But it's better to start with a bigger shape, and see how I turn it on the side and I'm filling in the corner here. So I used Winsor and Newton Holbein Artist Gouache G620 Gray #1. And the yellow gray watercolor, that's Holbein 2. And watercolor you can rehydrate. Gouache you can't. Notice how I'm holding my brush, right? And notice how in the narrow areas I turn it on my side. When I run out of paint, you go back to your palette and you apply more. And I'm going to turn it again on its side and fill in there. Gouache naturally dries darker. So for the bigger area, I'm using a filbert to block in plainly and linearly as well. That's a good one there. Little too much water in here in this one, but I'll let it dry and I'll come back to it. Okay, so the next step, I'm going to choose, well actually I'm going to go in here with my mixture of color. And I know it's it should be a little thicker. There we go. Okay. I'm going to also do that in here. There. Oh, I like that. That was good. And do that there. Linear because I'm using the side. See how it's still fresh? It's not overworked either. Gouache dries pretty fast too, especially when you're using it at the half and half consistency. If it's thicker, it's going to take a longer time to dry. So now I'm just going to use one of my smaller brushes. This is a Kolinsky, and it's a 2. I'm using the tip. Light pressure, it's not heavy. Blocking in the color. Consistency of half and half. I can go back in with my lights and my darks and develop that further. I'm just going to go that. Linear. And if you wanted to draw lines right, that's kind of hard to see. I need a darker color. There, went in with a darker color in the shadows there. Also in the cheeks. Linear. Linear. Here, let's draw some lines. Now, you don't want to put a lot of pressure because you don't want it to look strange. Also, you don't have to count every line either. And if it's something you don't like, see, I'm not liking this. I would keep this flat because I personally don't like the lines. So once this dries, I would go over on top of it because I don't care for that much, how that looks. I don't like how that looks. But it doesn't look bad like that. See, I like that better. And that, and not connecting all your lines. See, it's suggestive. I like that better. Okay, let's look here. Yeah, I'm gonna just go. I don't like how this looks. Let me go back over it. I liked it without the lines. Yeah. So I'll take a picture of that, but hope that was helpful. I'm sorry the first time I thought it was recording it and it wasn't. But see, in narrow area, see how I turn my brush on its side? Because you can't do planar like this, like it's going to just do this plane of line. You have to manipulate your brush. All right. Thank you so much.